I read the book How to Ruin My Teenage Life by Simone Oakles, and this is the second book to a series, and I previously read the first book. And this book takes place in Chicago, and the main character's name is Amy. And throughout the book, Amy has to deal with a lot of conflict, and the first problem she has is that her parents are not married, and they never have been. And when her mom gets married to a guy who lives in the suburbs, she has to decide what she wants to do, because if she moves with her mom, she has to change schools, which she doesn't want to do. So she ends up moving in with her dad, so she doesn't have to change schools. And she also faces the problem of her mom starting a new family, because her mom is pregnant after she gets remarried, and she feels like her mom is replacing her with this new family she's starting. And she also feels bad for her dad, because she knows that her dad still loves her mom, and her mom married someone else. And so she felt obligated to find a wife for her dad, but that didn't end up working out very well. And then because he works for the United States government, so he has a lot of work to do all the time, and he's barely ever home, so he doesn't have time to start a family. And he likes just living with his daughter alone in their little condo. Another problem is her best friend has a lot of problems with her current boyfriend, so she has to deal with helping her best friend in that relationship. And she is also confused about her non-boyfriend who lives in Israel, and his name is Abby, and they met in the last book when she went to Israel on summer vacation to meet her family. And she's confused about that relationship because she doesn't know if he feels the same way she feels about him. And so she has to, in her mind, she's kind of beating herself up because she doesn't want to get hurt, but she also can't deny that she already fell in love with him over the summer. And the reason they can't be together is he's in the military in Israel, because when you turn 18 in Israel, you have to serve a term for the forces. And another problem she has to deal with is there is a new guy who moves into their condo complex, and his name is Nathan, and they automatically don't like each other. Like, right off the bat, they butt heads. They just do not get along. And she accidentally spread a rumor that he was gay. She said it just kiddingly, but it got around, and people took it seriously. And so she had to deal with him being mad at her about that. But the way he got back with her is he made her act like they were a couple in public, so people would think he wasn't gay because he was dating her. And so she had to deal with that and just confusing feelings she had for Nathan, and then the other confusing feelings she had about Abby, who's in Israel. And one day when she's getting off the bus stop, Nathan is holding her hand, and Abby is waiting at the bus stop, and she has to explain what happened and everything to Abby and why they're holding hands. And they have a lot of fights while he's there over certain things, and they have to overcome all of these conflicts. And in the end, they end up still in love, and they're still together, and they figure everything out. And then he has to go back to Israel to finish serving his military time, and that's how the book ends. And I recommend this book mostly to girls because it's a romance book and it's a love story. And I recommend that you read the first book before this, otherwise you're not going to get a lot of it. And this book pertains to the gospel message and recommendations for Conda and De La Salle, because Amy learns not to lie and to tell the truth after she gets in trouble many times for either not telling the whole truth or completely lying. So she has to learn that, and so that's a message that you can get from this book. And overall, I really like this book, and I did think the first book was better, but I still liked it. And I'm going to read the third book next. Okay, thank you.